Hello everybody, happy Friday. Just want to do a deeper dive into the Rivian R1T. Over here, the very conventional window controls. Over here on the left stalk, we have our light controls, which gives you your various settings: auto, parking lights, no lights. You can also have lights plus front fog, lights plus all fog, because there is a rear fog lamp here underneath the rear bumper. Super bright. You have your wiper controls here, obviously your window sprayer. Then over here, this is the gear selector, so you can actually go ahead and turn on driver plus by tapping down twice. And actually, what I was wondering in the Rivian is, how do we do a soft reset in the car? And the reason being is, if there's any kind of glitch in the infotainment system, you're going to want to know how to reboot it, like rebooting a PC or a Mac. Now in a Tesla, it's really the holding down onto the two scroll wheels for a couple seconds, then it will reboot. In the Rivian, it's holding down onto the outside buttons over here simultaneously for a couple seconds, and then it will reboot the infotainment system. Now, moving on to infotainment, a lot of people were asking me about the maps. Pretty smooth, very smooth compared to the first drive, first mile test drive car that I had. And over here you have your various settings, so you can actually take a look and adjust your volumes for navigation, the audio type. Do you want speech, or do you want chimes when you need to take an exit or something like that? That's a nice little touch. You have the various orientations. You can do 3D follow, 2D follow, 2D north up, and then the settings down below. This is very much like a Google or Apple Maps. Then moving on to climate control, you have your shortcuts here. This is for your heated seats, your front defroster and rear defroster. And over here you can actually sync the temperature or have dual zone just by clicking sync. You can go ahead and you could turn on the individual vents from the touchscreen. This is your air conditioner button, so you could actually have it heat or cool. It heats up pretty quickly, so you just want to be mindful that you have the right temp going on. You have 3 different levels of heating. You have 3 different levels of cooling in the seats, and you can of course control the rear, and you could even lock the rear climate control. I guess this is more relevant if you have kids or dogs or something and you don't want them to accidentally press the rear screen. With that said, on that topic, your child's seat locks are not via software, so they're actually going to be in the door. The rear doors, there's a little cover that you have to pop off and then turn a screw. So for those with children, you're going to want to read the manual and be mindful about that, or ask your Rivian guide how to do that. It's not software. So the next tab over here, this is your audio. I have the EQ pulled up, and you'll see here it shows you what's currently playing. You can go ahead and slide that away. You have your various settings for 3D surround, dynamic sound adjustment, soundstage focus, and actually a lot more sliders than I had anticipated. And over here you have the presets on the 3 dots. Then on the left side here, these are your audio sources. So this is your Bluetooth on the phone. This is tune in, because the car does not have AM radio, much like a Tesla, and I think it's due to electric motors. You have your Spotify, which actually supports Spotify free, which is nice. Actually no lag at all. It's very smooth. And then you have your terrestrial radio, your FM. So whenever you need that, that's there. And of course, you have your drive mode screen that many people are familiar with here. Certain settings are locked depending on the drive mode. Like you'll see in all purpose, you can't go to max or you can't go to lowest in terms of the ride height. I guess there's reasons why, because Rivian wants to optimize for whatever driving mode that you're looking to use. Over here, the little vehicle tab, this is showing you your gear guard right over here. You can actually export your videos by clicking see videos here, and then seeing the different categories of videos that were triggered or something like that. Then you would select them and then export them, much like you would in like an iPhone or an Android. And right over here, you can actually get that to that shortcut with the little shield icon here. Then it actually tells you what you can and cannot do. So like, you can open and close the hood, You can open the charge port. It tells you gear tunnels open only. You can operator to no cover here, as well as open the tailgate. And you adjust your steering wheel and your mirrors here. This is your light settings. So you have your cabin lights. There's accent lighting, which I thought was super cool. You can actually go ahead and turn that on, and what it does is it turns on lights in the little wood area here, as well as on this area and the door and the footwells. It's kind of nice. Then you have your charging menu here. I obviously have not gotten to drive this thing down, but what's cool is it adjusts range based on the mode that you're driving. So I think that's a really nice little touch. Then over here is the owner's manual, which actually is pretty extensive, and you can actually go ahead and what I like is it's categorized so that you can expand, and then there's various topics. So that's really nice. Then the 3 dots over here gets you to your other options. So you can use your phone for calling. You can go to the settings for the car. So it shows you what network it is, tells you about the vehicle and stuff, what kind of lock settings and lock behaviors you want. Enable Driver Plus, what kind of updates you need. There's drivers and keys so that you can pair more phones or key fobs or whatever it is that you may have. Overall, like, the car has been really good. It's pretty simple. I kind of wish that you could customize stuff here, because there's some empty space here. I think it would be nice to have, but can't. Alas, you cannot. You can access your cameras here. So what's cool is you can see your front or your back, and it always shows you the side repeaters. I think that's a really nice touch. And that's basically a rundown of the infotainment system. I hope everybody's having a good Friday. I hope these videos are helpful and you enjoy them. So I'm gonna keep making content. Please let me know what else you would like to see. The Black Forest looks actually really good, especially in this light. I can't wait to photograph this thing even more. This has been super helpful in terms of getting food and all that stuff. So Rivian has really thought through a lot of like nice little touches here. So another one is like if one phone is charging here, you can actually dock one right over there. It's not going to do anything, but it holds it in place. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll keep the content coming.